When we are developing virtual empathy, we should consider at all times the needs of the learners. In particular, we should pay attention to the following children's rights: the right to privacy and the right to be forgotten, the right of access to information and the right to education, the right to be safeguarded from abuse, the right to freedom of expression and the right to be heard, which are related to these domains. About the right of privacy, children are less likely than adults to be aware that they have a legal right to privacy, that their online activity is automatically recorded, and that they are targets for corporations collecting their personal data for commercial gain. About education and access to information, a great inequity of the digital age remains that children from poorer families in developing countries are unlikely to have any access to the internet. Elsewhere, the growth of the internet has been matched with state censorship, even when safeguarding concerns provide genuine grounds to restrict children's access to extreme violence, child abuse images. Freedom from exploitation and abuse. Online grooming, deceiving a child for sexual purposes, is on the rise, although its extent remains unknown. The sexual abuse that follows may be online, such as by sexting. Cyberbullying, which takes several forms, is becoming more common and can have a profound impact on mental health, well-being, and educational attainment. Freedom of expression. The internet has enabled children to become active politically and to mobilize for social and ecological causes, projecting their voices into the world with unprecedented reach. This has exposed children exactly to the same repression of free expression that affects adults. In order to implement virtual empathetic online sessions, it can be of help for educators to realize that virtual empathy blends naturally with some of the sets of competencies featured in the Digital Competency Framework for the European Schools of the European Commission. Information and data literacy, communication and collaboration, digital content creation, safety, problem solving. I also strongly suggest you to check out the document Digital Literacy for Children, Exploring Definitions and Frameworks by the UNESCO, where different frameworks are explored. The individual practice of virtual empathy relies upon this set of skills. Interacting through digital technologies, sharing through digital technologies, engaging in citizenship through digital technologies, collaborating through digital technologies, netiquette, managing digital identity. Now, we are going to review how to read and manage individual and groups' emotional needs in a virtual setting by these simple steps. What does the group sound like? If there is no sound, there may be lack of motivation or total concentration. It's easy to tell one from the other. What does the group look like? If we know the group well, we can have face check-ins and reference what are witnessing. Joan is stretching, Iona is smiling, Salima is watching, etc. So what does the group feel like? Students' activation, involvement, and excitement can be intuitively measured by making thumbs ups or down check-ins, asking open questions, or adding some positive reinforcements of the types you have seen in the previous section. You think you could use this in a real class? how would you remember the steps?